Today we're starting a new rebuild. It is going to be the Chicago Bears rebuild. I've already simmed to the end of this year. I don't know exactly what draft picks we have yet. Haven't looked that far. But here, we're going to first start out with just looking at this team and kind of deciding what we got to do in this first year to, become semi-relevant. Just a little bit, at least. First things first, the offense. Justin Fields is going to go. I don't think he's good in real life or his Madden rating's far too high. He can't throw a football. We're going to be trading Justin Fields maybe to a team that wants him or not. I don't really care. We're getting rid of him, and we're drafting another quarterback. I feel like that's what they're going to do in real life, too. Then, the receivers, the weapons. Khalil Herbert should be here. I guess he's hurt or something. Yeah, we'll just say that. Hey, he's got to be hurt. But, I like DJ Moore. Not a wide receiver 1, in my opinion. He's a high upside wide receiver 2. But still a good receiver, nonetheless. Darnell Mooney, a good player. Just, depth, that's fine. Good pieces to start with for a rookie quarterback. Same with Cole Kmet. Mercedes Lewis is far too high at a 78 overall. No way he should be that high. Moving on to the defense, though. There's some pieces to work with here. I really do like this group of cornerbacks. Jalen Johnson is a free agent this offseason. Tyreek Stevenson, the rookie, he's, got some development he can do. Kyler Gordon's a good player. The linebackers are fine to me. We might switch to a 3-4. That way we can, kind of fix some of this. We'll move all these guys in the middle. You'll see later. Either way, safeties are good. Eddie Jackson makes a lot of money. Don't love that, but we'll look into that. I think our goals this year is really to try to obviously get the quarterback of the future. We've got to find that guy. We need a center. The center is a problem. Looking at this, it's just not good. Maybe we move Whitehair over. We have Nate Davis. That's probably actually a good stopgap. I forgot that this is just not right because they don't put Whitehair as the center for some reason. Either way, that will be what probably happens there, assuming everything is the same. Quarterback, another receiver, maybe a playmaking running back, like a real good running back. Some D-line help. That's another big thing. I mean, looking at, yes, they have Gervon Dexter. They have Zach Pickens. That's fine. Yannick Ngakoue is your second best defensive lineman. That's not good. He's a 74 overall. The corners I'm fine with. Brisker is great. These two linebackers make a lot of money, and I don't love it, but we'll keep them for now. But, I mean, I don't know. We're going to have to, I'm going to see if we can move off of Eddie Jackson as well. I'm just not a fan of that money. But, yeah, so D-line help. Maybe another corner wouldn't hurt. A safety wouldn't hurt. Special teams-wise, I mean, it is what it is. Those don't really matter. Offensively, the quarterback of the future, maybe a playmaking running back, and a receiver. So let's go ahead and look into this. I also don't love Braxton Jones as, the left tackle. I don't love that, but we'll get into that later. I did use the draft class provided by Bengal. Thank you. Shout out to him. Go subscribe. Obviously, Caleb Williams. I don't have to say much. We can look at Caleb Williams and know who that is. Drake May as well. Another good option. Either one, I'd be fine with. That's obvious. With our first pick, that's where we're looking. It's one of those two guys. Excuse that. Running back wise, Donovan Edwards out of Michigan. I've looked at this before this draft class. I've used it prior. I know he's pretty good. Braylon Allen's obviously a good player. There's guys down the list, though. Bucky Irving, Jaquavius Marks in real life. Those are good players. I'm not really sure how good they are in this class necessarily, though. Either way, the receivers, depth-wise, I don't know how much of this is completely accurate on Bengals' list. I know Brendan Rice is, obviously Riyad McConkey. I know some of these guys, but not all of them may be completely correct. Either way. I am interested in potentially Brock Bowers, but at the same time, we don't need another tight end. Tackle, any of these three would be fine with me. I really don't care. That would take the Braxton Jones spot very quickly. Fatanu is a good player. Not really interested in the rest of this at the moment. Moving on. The edges. This is where we have to find something. JT Tumalau is obviously a good player. Laiatu Latu is also a very good player. Both of those guys would be great. Verse is fine, but I'm not really sure I'm interested in a whole lot else here. Just looking through quickly, nothing's catching my eye. Braylon Trice looks really good. Yeah, he looks really good, actually. We might consider him as well. But we can't take everybody in the first 2 rounds, obviously. So, moving through this, we've got to find some things to just fill out holes. Jazon Newton's a great player. I don't see him being a guy we're going to be able to get. Sammy Hancock here looks pretty good. I want to look in more at him. B block shedding, probably decent finesse moves. This guy's an athlete. Elite. I mean, you can see it there. A lot of it's really, really good. B awareness, B block shed. I mean, his worst is injury, which is not great, but we can handle that. He might be a player we look at down the board a bit. Dallas Turner, obviously a very good player. Corey Malecki is an off-ball guy. I'm not really sure much about him, though. I mean, we really don't need an off-ball player much, you know, after we have Edwards and the Edmonds brother and all of them. Don't really need an off-ball guy, though. I do really like Jeremiah Trotter in this upcoming draft. You know, some good players in that position this year. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything here that I'm super excited about. The corners, obviously, a lot of them. Cooper DeJean, Nate Wiggins, Kool-Aid McKinstry, all good players. Kamari Lassiter, I like him as well. Eric Stuckey's a solid player. But who is going to be available this late? I mean, if we're getting a corner, it's going to be pretty dang late, so I'll have to worry about that when we get there more so. And for the safety slot, Cameron Kitchens is obviously good, but I just don't see him being another guy we're able to get unless he falls into the second. I mean, Antoine Brooks, interesting. I don't know much about him. I just see the stats, and they don't look too bad. I mean, the man coverage ain't there, but he's a safety. I'm not super worried about that. Either way, yeah, we've got a lot of looking to do. We'll definitely do more of this once we see what mock drafts looks like. Let's get through the playoffs and find out where we're drafting this season. A very classic matchup here. Cowboys did take it away. DeMarcus Lawrence wins Super Bowl MVP, excuse me. Offensive Player of the Year, McCaffrey. Max Crosby, Defensive Player. You see the rest there. I ain't worried about it. Either way, we're moving on from all of that. Getting into our staff week. We have some upgraded players. I don't know who this is. They're just backup guys. Colin Johnson, a fairly decent receiver out of Texas, I believe that was a few years ago. I'm interested in that a little bit, I ain't going to lie. Any retirements on this team that we have to be concerned about? We are the NFC North. We lost 2 tight ends that I'm not worried about at all. Great. So we can move on from there without any issue. This team, like I said, I don't think is anyway very good with Justin Fields leading this team. I'm not a Justin Fields fan. I don't think he's very good. And we have big-name players to re-sign. So we're going to take that chance right now to go and figure out who we got to bring back. Jalen Johnson is target number 1. We cannot let him walk. Have to pay the man. Mock Draft 1 is up and ready. Ready to negotiate. Let's do it. So we will bring back... He doesn't want to be here? Too bad. You're going to be here. Player friendly. I want to make sure he does sign, so I'm going to give him just a little extra. All right, we got Jalen Johnson back. No worries there. Mooney, probably going to need him back. That's funny. We'll accept the option just to be able to trade him. And all that. We do have another year with him, but it'll probably just keep it around better, give him a little more value in the market, because they don't like one-year contracts at all in this game. I'm not seeing anything here that I'm super concerned about. Santos, we can get a kicker elsewhere. I'm just not concerned about it. Bob Tonyan, not concerned. Stroman, not concerned, not concerned. Rasheem Green wouldn't be bad for a depth piece considering we don't have much there already, but, I mean, I'm not bringing back Ngakoue. Equivalent, St. Brown, no. Deontay Foreman, no. Fields, we've accepted. We'll bring back Mooney. We just need that receiver depth. Plus, that's not expensive. That's really just not expensive at all. That stinks. We just didn't get him. We'll have to get a receiver now. Justin Jones, Rasheem Green. I don't really see... If you accept that, you accept that. Great. And then same thing with Justin Jones. If he accepts this, we'll take him. But actually, that's a little bit high. We're going to bump that down, and hopefully he accepts. All right, whatever. Sucks to suck for you, buddy. I'm not interested in anybody else, so we'll get out of here. Moving on to... I mean, we've got our guy. We need to get Mooney back, probably. But other than that, let's check out this draft. We got to see where we're picking. We have 1 and 3. That is huge. So, I mean, I'm taking Caleb Williams. It's just not happening. It's just not going to not happen. Marvin Harrison Jr., now that we lost Darnell Mooney, becomes a lot more interesting. We might even be able to get a 3rd first-round pick if Justin Fields is worth that much, and then we'll be on track for anything we want. Yeah, I'm noticing that Cameron Kitchens is falling into the 2nd. That's good for us because we should have an early pick there as well. We'll definitely do more scouting here in a minute. But at the moment, I'm really just interested in finding a trade. That's not what I meant to do. Finding a trade for Justin Fields. That's going to be the big key to this franchise, is getting him out and bringing in value so we can use it to upgrade this team quickly. I'm an idiot and I accidentally slipped past the trade, but Justin Fields is now a member of the Tennessee Titans, as well as Eddie Jackson. We get back the 18th overall pick, excuse that, and the 4th round pick of this next year. I was ready to get off of Eddie Jackson. Just too much money there. And Justin Fields gets us a first-round pick, so that's huge for us. We have free agency money now, moving off Eddie Jackson especially. We got to go, find anybody we can. Get a receiver back. Austin Eckler to the Bears actually makes a lot of sense to me. That makes a lot of sense. Ooh, man. That's tough. Let's just go through speaking. Position by position. We might go for Eckler. We just might. See if we can get him an offer. Maybe something happens. Mooney does not want to be here. Kendrick Bourne does. Just some depth would help. I'm not paying anybody a ton at a receiver position because we might get Marvin Harrison Jr. Pairing the best college quarterback and the best college receiver just makes tons of sense to me. So, if we can do that, why not? Really not interested in much of this. I might go with like a Dan Arnold or a Jody Fortson, Logan Thomas, just for some, a body in that positional group. None of this is interesting. No, I'm only interested in anything that's actually any good. Cesar Ruiz wouldn't be that bad. We just don't need a guard. La'el Collins. I don't like Darnell Wright, but he actually is good in the game, so whatever. Not my problem at this point. Kevin Givens is a solid player. We might look at that. He's also got some youth to him. That's probably a guy we'll offer here in a moment. AJ Epinesa could be good. Just getting some, edge help, honestly. Clowney, Uche. If they wanted to be here, that'd be great, but they don't at all. We don't need a middle linebacker. We're essentially already there. Travis Gibson could come back. He wants to be here. He's not expensive. Yeah, that's going to be a guy that comes back more than likely. We've got Levi Wallace and Marcus Peters on the market. Lots of corners here that I'm actually kind of interested in. Christian Fulton would be good just as a depth piece. Young player as well. Not going to regress, at least. That's another big thing. We do need a safety now. Is there anybody worth me signing out of free agency? I feel like Geno Stone at $6 million a year is actually super good value. He's also really young. We're definitely going to give that one an offer and just take another position out of the draft that we have to worry about. He doesn't want to be here, so I'm not going to be that shocked if he doesn't come here, but we're already at the top of his offer boards. We'll keep it. Nobody wants to be here. It's Chicago. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be here. This is Chicago. This is not a good team. Austin Eckler, he's not a great player. He is a great player. I'm blanking. But that is a very good option for us, I feel like. 3 years, about $9 million. I don't feel like that's that bad. I'll give it to him, and if he accepts, he accepts. I'm not really expecting it, but, whatever. We'll be fine. I'm going to get a depth receiver, at least. I've got to get at least that much. Is there a young guy here that Devin Duvernay doesn't want to be here? Allen Robinson somehow wants to come back. Chase Claypool, that's funny. Get out of here, buddy. Quez Watkins, Trent Sherfield. I'd rather honestly just develop like the guys we have. Justin Ross is interesting. He's just an athletic guy, but hasn't done anything in the league. We'll give him a small offer for a few years. If he takes it, he takes it. I'm gonna probably offer a tight end in a minute. Let me get past that. Check on these D linemen once again. We'll go get that. Yeah. Kevin Givens, 27 years old, 76 overall. I'm not upset about that. A little bit higher than I'd like, but we may be able to take this offer down a little bit too. Oh yeah, we're the only offer. Let's pull that down. He doesn't need that much money. If he accepts, he accepts. If he doesn't, whatever. We don't need you that bad. Moving on. I'm not going to get anybody that's too old. I just don't see it being worth it. AJ Epinesa. I like the amount he wants. It's not very much. Get him on a 4-year deal for very cheap as a depth player. That'd be great. And was there anything else? I've already got my max negotiations. Oh, Gibson. We got to get Gibson back. I can take an offer off. I've got to get Gibson. I forgot about that one. Honestly, we're not getting Eckler. Might as well just move off of him. It's fine. We don't need him anyways. We'll go get Travis Gibson back. That way we have a good depth piece on the edge. And, I mean, he's also maybe developmental a little bit. I'm going to pull this money down just a hair. Give him 3 years. That's fine with me. All right, we should be at our cap now. Let's see if we sign anybody. Stone, Givens, Epinesa, Gibson, and Ross. The only guy we have comp for is Stone. I can afford to give you a little bit more money. You might be a good player for us for a while, so I'll give you some more and hope for the best. We're up in his best offers. Let's see what we do. He didn't sign at all. Did we get our other two? We got our other two. Gibson and Epinesa are in-house. We're front runners for everybody, so we'll just keep moving. I'm not really worried about many other positions. We didn't get Geno Stone. That stinks. All right. Is there any other safeties we could consider? I'm not going to really be interested in a stopgap player just because I don't care about a stopgap player. I'm not trying to just, fill a hole for a year if I can develop somebody else. Taylor Rapp, I mean, I might sign somebody like in the low 70s just so if we don't get anybody in the draft, but at the same time, I'm not super worried about it. I don't think so. I think that's good for free agency, to be honest. We brought in some depth on the defensive line, some better players than we had, so for me, that's pretty good. Let's just go ahead and get to this draft. So here we are. Before we get to the draft, I want to hit a little bit more on the scouting. Caleb Williams, we're at 1. We're taking him. Now it's just, do we want Marvin Harrison or do we want to go with a Jared Verse, Olu Fashanu, Dallas Turner? I'm going to leave that in the moment. I don't really need to scout them. But then we have pick, I think, 18. JT Tumalau, Chop Robinson, Laitu Latu. Even another receiver, Egbuka, maybe if we go early with, not the route of getting, what's his name? Marvin. Although we're probably going to get Marvin. Let's be real here. Patrick Paul is falling late, so that's an option. A safety like Kinchins or Newbin to pair with Brisker would not be a bad idea at all. The first round, I'm really not worried about that much, honestly. I'm really getting those second round, those mid-level guys. We looked at some defensive players earlier. There was that one... It was Sammy Hancock. I think he's going to be really good. We looked at him already. Elite acceleration, good speed, elite strength. Yeah, this guy, we got to figure out. He's round 2 to 3. We'll figure him out for sure. He's on our list. That's not a problem here. After that, I mean, the edge rushers, I'm more so taking those guys early, I feel like, at this point. I don't need the off-ball linebackers at all, really. Depth at corner. Let's get some late round guys looking at them. We'll start with Chance Sullivan. Does not look good at first, but we'll just at least move through it. Not good enough speed for me. Bad man, bad catching. It's all average. He's just not noteworthy. Cole McKee. Not any better, really. Good speed. He's up there in speed. Craig Redmond. Bad zone coverage. Marginal speed. I'm not really loving him either. But he's got good man coverage. That's the A to C. I mean, he's probably got a B. That's not bad. Jeremiah Mooney, marginal speed. He's slow. He is slow. A man, though, this late. F play rec. That's a little concerning. But A man, A press, A tackle. That's good enough for me to at least be interested to a point. He is slow, but that might play up for it. What was his name? I just lost him. Mooney. It was this guy. Yeah, we're going to keep an eye on him. Redmond has some things there. Sean Stockton. John Stockton. Not the same guy. Poor speed, it says. That's not good at all. He does have B-man and A catching, but I don't think that's, it's not enough. We'll watch him in case. Safeties. Oh, wow. There's some guys here. Bullock, I would not be... He's too early, though. It's going to be between about these 2 through 5 right here. Connor Smith, Wilkinson, Harden, and Brooks. I'm going to add them all there because, honestly, I mean, just seeing the stats on the right there, I'm not upset with any of them. Connor Smith looks like the guy to get, though. Either him or Brooks. Okay, we'll look at that. We'll look at that. Like I said, I'm not super worried about it just because don't have to be. There's not a guy in the tight end I'm not interested enough. A lot of it's just going to be who's there when I'm picking. Because I know some of these players anyways from real life, from this draft class. I've used a time or two. I've used it once or twice. I know Paul is like a 75. I know Caleb Williams is obviously good. I mean, you don't have to tell me that Marvin Harrison and Caleb Williams are good in this draft class. Yeah. Okay. Let's get to the draft. I know they took away the draft timer, but leave it to me to not realize that I can turn it off every time. I mean, like, I just have to pause it. It doesn't make a difference. Pick number 1. I mean, it's Caleb. What is the difference between him and Drake May? I actually have not really seen Drake May. Elite throw power, great strength, good speed. I mean, just the traits. Elite power, elite strength, great speed. Wow. He actually might be a little better. Throw on run, short accuracy. BCAA. Lots of A's. Lots of A's. Lots of A's once again. Play actions here. Awareness. Who is the better awareness? That'll probably tell me it's going to be Drake May. Drake May has the better awareness. He's going to be the better player. That's about how Madden works. Hidden Dev. Not what Drake May looks like. Not what I'm worried about. Or Caleb Williams, excuse me. Yeah, there is a glitch in the user draft classes where everyone is the exact same player. They all look the exact same, whatever that is. Drake May went 2 to the Giants. So, I think it's, I mean, our options are up in the air. It's Marvin. It's Olu. It's Jared Verse. It's hard to not want to put Marvin Harrison with Caleb Williams. I keep saying Drake May. Gosh, I'm gonna have to do it. We know he's good. I've used him once, I think, in this. No, it was the other draft class. I haven't used him in this draft class. Either way, let's go pick by pick for this first round. Jared Verse to the Chargers, replacing that Khalil Mack. Dallas Turner to the Colts. They need that. Cardinals landing in the 6th pick. Wow. JT Tumalau, not bad for them. Nate Wiggins to the Rams. They need something there. Malik Neighbors, a playmaker for the Patriots. Brock Bowers to the Jets. That's actually a solid pick. They could use a tackle, but whatever. Especially with Olu Fashanu on the board. But, you know, who am I to judge? Amarius Mims to the Raiders. Getting Colton Miller's other side covered up. Joe Alt. All the tackles are leaving right now. Chop Robinson to the Cardinals. They've had 2 picks now. Cooper DeJean. I was interested in him, but he's gone to the Vikings. Kalen King. Braylon Trice. I was interested in him, and I'm a little upset he's gone. He was one of the guys I was kind of eyeing, but, I mean, here we are. Excuse me. J.C. Latham's still here. We can get another playmaker. Kool-Aid McKinstry. He's still here. That's interesting. Laitu Latu and Kool-Aid McKinstry. Those are probably where I'm going to go with this pick, considering they're still here. I mean, they're some of the better players in this class in real life. Great speed, elite acceleration, solid strength. Playing off the edge, that won't be that big of a deal. A finesse and power moves. That's big. Block shedding is okay. Well, let's check on Kool-Aid McKinstry. Great. Where's his speed? Solid speed only. B catching, A press, B tackle, B zone. A to C man. I mean, he's pretty good. I think we might need the edge rusher more, though. Just a playmaker at that bottom level of the field. We already have playmakers like Jalen Johnson and Tyreek Stevenson. We're going to have those guys. What are we looking at here? I mean, on the defensive side of the ball, we have Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon and Tyreek Stevenson. But at the moment, not a whole lot down here. I mean, obviously Montez Sweat is a good player. But it would be good to get him in another side. I think I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to go with the edge rusher just to give us that different level here. Yeah, we'll do that. I don't need, what's his name? Where is he? Laitu Latu is a Chicago Bear. This is the Justin Fields trade. Almost said Justin Jefferson. Can't speak. See, they're all the same player. We have 3-star devs so far, or better. We might be able to land Will Shipley, Isaiah Davis, Donovan Edwards in the 2nd round. We're going to go with the safety. What about our D tackle? Is he still there? He's already gone. That's fine. That narrows down our choice. Let's just pick which one we want. Connor Smith. C awareness, C man. I mean, he doesn't need to have that. Potentially A zone. Good speed here. Dalton Wilkinson. Not good zone. What's his speed rating? Good speed as well. Antoine Brooks. Not as good of zone. He kind of goes down a little bit on average. Good speed here as well. Not really worried about any of this. Okay, that's our guys. It's either Connor Smith, Antoine Brooks, or Dalton Great, decent, solid, decent, good, great. He's got some great in there. That's what I'm liking there. He's only got one great. Yep, we're going to go with the double greats. Connor Smith has a dev trait. Interesting. Interesting. Huh. Not actually kind of surprised at that one. All right. Well, we'll move along. Either way, can we get a running back here? We have 2 picks in this round. I need something better here overall. All right. If we want Isaiah Davis, he's available for the taking. But do we want to make sure? He's 21 years old. Only decent speed. I'm not really loving that. Juke moves a B. Ball carrier vision's an A. Stiff arm's an A. I don't know. We might look at other places, see if we can find more value. Tez Walker from North Carolina. Didn't even realize he was in this class. Brendan Rice. I've used him before, and I know we can get him kind of late, so we're going to wait on him. See if we can land him. That'd actually be a really good ad for this receiving group. I'm not really interested in much of this, honestly. I just don't know. We can go with a depth corner. We looked at some guys. Sean Stockton. We've got some guys later, though. But, you know, if you like a guy, just take him. Especially if you have nothing else to go for. We might just do one of these corners. Which one was the one that I liked? I think it was Mooney. Yeah, he's got the 2 A's. That's what it was. We're just going to go ahead and take him. He can't be that bad. He's a normal dev, but he's going to be a solid player, I guess. That's fine. We'll win some, we'll lose some. Not upset about that necessarily. Jordan Travis off the board in this round. The running backs or anything? Bucky Irving's here. Jaquavius Marks. Not great players, but we might just stick with Herbert for a year. Is Tez Walker any good? I haven't really seen him, to be honest, in this draft class. Never noticed him. Nothing stands out there. I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to go get my guy Brendan Rice. I know he's good in this draft class. He's like a 7. He's got 92 speed. He's a good player. Jerry Rice's son is a Bear. We have another pick in this round. We have like 4 picks in 30. Within 30 of them. So that's great. We can get another corner. I'd really like to move to something else, though. Maybe a tight end. Or this guy actually looks pretty good. So it could be pretty good. Elite speed. He ran a 4.5 flat for a tight end. B awareness, A medium route, B run block. This guy looks like a bear. Yeah. 87 speed as a tight end. Not terrible. Needed an extra guy there anyways. Needed a depth piece. So, obviously, Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison are both very, very good. 79 and 82. That's awesome. Leetu Latu is 76. That's good. Connor Smith will be a 73 safety. He's going to start for us immediately. Mooney is a 71. He was that corner I liked. Brendan Rice 70. Nesbitt 70. Sprinkle was a 61. That's pretty, not great. But we'll, let him sit there and rot or something. I don't know. Not really relevant. It was our last pick of the draft. Either way. I mean, I'm pretty happy with this. We have 61 players rostered. We're going to have to get that down, obviously. We do need to adjust some positions. Our center needs to be filled. Just some things lined out that might help us a little bit more. This is our running back group. Kari Blasting game. Yeah, I'm fine with this receiver group for now. We're going to have Brennan Rice over Colin Johnson, so he'll be our receiver, Actually, and probably over Tyler Scott, too, just because he's our rookie. Want to use him because I got him. I'm the new regime here. A decent group of O-linemen, to be quite honest. It's not bad at all. Cody Whitehair needs to go to center. I'm going to fix this, and I'll come back to it in a minute. Very quickly, we'll go over our new look team here. Obviously, the O-line has been straightened out. Whitehair center, Nate Davis, whatever. Cole Kmet, rookie tight end, whatever, Nesbitt, I can't remember his name. Marvin Harrison. I'm going to actually go ahead and move him to wide receiver 1. I just want him to get the reps and be upgraded. Caleb Williams, Khalil Herbert. The defense does look a bit different. We're at 3-4 now, not a 4-3. Latu and Sweat will come off the edge. I'm going to move Tyreek Stevenson to my CB2 because of his dev trait, get him more reps. But yeah, this is a pretty good unit outside of this D-line. That's going to need some work, but that'll take some time. But either way, I'm going to do the training camp and all the preseason, and I'll come back to you in the season or some way through the season. So here we are, week 1. We'll go through and go ahead and keep the auto-generated rookies for this draft class. Got the quarterback of the future. We might have to fill out some other things, but other than that, I'm not super concerned at this moment. Our season goal, that's a big thing. 7 wins. I think that's fair. I'm not really, super... If you heard anything, Siri just activated and threw me off. We do have a camp standout. Whatever. I think it's Leitu Latu? It is. I know that doesn't look like him. His neck is also not attached to his head. Do y'all see that? See that right there? His neck. Okay. Alright. I'm not playing these games, but hopefully he gets that. He probably won't. Yeah, I'm going to set our depth chart, make sure everything's correct. Rookie QB1. Going to set these. Maybe we'll get a, reward out of them if we do them right. We'll show flashes since I'm not controlling them myself. 2 passing touchdowns with Caleb Williams. Shouldn't be that hard. And if I get anything, I'll stop and show you. If not, I'm just going to keep chugging along, getting to the next year. Here we are. Let's do dominating offense, and we'll do some like passing, so that way maybe they'll do it more, and Caleb Williams will also hit his attributes more. 350 yards for Caleb Williams in his first game. We'll see about that. Either way, yeah, I'll just get going, and I'll see y'all next week. We do shockingly have a breakout game from AJ Panessa after we've started 0-2. I don't know if there's any chance that we have get to do this or anything, but we'll at least try it, and then we'll negotiate some things next week with some free agents, some upcoming pending free agents, that is. Can we get this breakout game, though? That's what I want to see. We did play better than we have for the most part, it looks like. And AJ Panessa is going to become a star dev. That means he's going to be probably pretty good for us. He's going to, be a very good player. That means it's a good signing instantly. QB1 check-in. We're 0-3. I don't know how good he's done. I've just simulated. Who needs to step up? We'll say Caleb Williams. Why not? 3 passing touchdowns. Wow. I shouldn't have done that. Whatever. Probably would have just got a bit, get a win against the Seahawks. Let's check out who we need to negotiate with. We have a lot of money. I'm not going to bring Herbert back. We're going to try to find a good running back this year. Okay, not a lot of guys. Tevin Jenkins needs to come back. He's a good guard. We'll see if he'll accept this. Great. He's back for 4 more years. Jack Sanborn, maybe I'll get him later. Not super worried about it. Not worried about Rasheem Green or Travis Homer. Larry Borum's a backup. Whitehair, we're going to wait until the very end of the season because it's just not going to be worth seeing now if he may not even be, a playable overall. A few upgrades, and we'll keep moving. At the end of our season, we are 8-9. We'll check out some stats real quick just to see how good we did. Caleb Williams, 3,600 yards. That's not terrible. 26-8, not terrible. 63% completion, not terrible. Not a good running game. Williams adds another 500 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Not bad. DJ Moore led us in receiving, but honestly, it was really close between him, Ross, and Harrison. Lots of receiver here. Ross had 7 touchdowns. That's big for him. Blocking-wise, I just like to see if anything crazy's here. Wow, Darnell Wright and Braxton Jones gave up a ton of sacks. Defensively, what do we have here? Leitu Latu led us with 5.5 sacks. That is not going to cut it, though. 5.5 is pretty bad. Not a good pass rush team. Interceptions, did we turn the ball over at least? We have an okay number of interceptions. I'd like there to be more, but, it is what it is. I don't know. Can you look at any touchdowns defensively? Nothing here. Kicking, Kenny Fairbairn, he better made him. Yeah, it's all good. Caleb Williams had a good year. Nothing we can go crazy over, but it's nothing bad either. Average years from the receivers all across the board. Justin Ross with a strangely good year. But we're 8-9. That's about where I expected us to finish. So we at least met that goal this year. We're going to move on and see where things go for us in accordance to, this offseason, scouting, all those things. I haven't actually looked at this draft class at all yet. Looking at it in a minute with you guys. Raiders and Eagles Super Bowl. Did we have any Pro Bowlers? We are in the NFC. Darnold made it. Let's see. No so far. Nothing so far. We should just have logos of teams to make it so much easier to look through. It doesn't look like we have a single Pro Bowler. Not a single one. Nothing at all. Nope. Nothing. All right. Well, no Pro Bowlers. That's our season. We'll get to the Super Bowl and see if we won any Rookie of the Years or anything like that. I would think that we'd probably get at least one Rookie of the Year, at least because of, we have Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison. It's pretty good there. Maybe it was Caleb Williams, considering he's getting this. He does have X Factor. This is going to get him to his 85 and unlock an ability here, or at least it should. There we go. He has Omaha. Yeah, that's pretty great for us. I like that a lot. Getting to see all those defensive coverages prior to helping out a lot. Let's see. We'll go through, see who wins the Super Bowl. I'm going to guess Philly. How are the Raiders there? I just didn't even think about that until right now. How are the Raiders there? That Philly did win 35-17. Jalen Hurts takes home Super Bowl MVP. Rookie of the Years, we didn't get either. Braylon Allen wins for the Chargers. JT Tuimoloau wins for the Cardinals. That stinks for us, but it doesn't matter. We've got 2 X Factors. Do they have that? No. Can we get anything else? Oh, these are just all of our bench players and practice squatters and whatnot. I don't think we're going to lose any of our staff. Probably not. Retirements, we'll need to check and see if, Cody Whitehair or anybody like that is gone for us. We got our guys staying in-house. We don't have too many free agents. I don't know if we're super worried about that. We'll move on and just see in the re-sign period. 8-9. I'm happy with that. It's fine. Could have been better. Could have been worse. Did not start the season out well. I did simulate week by week to try and, just manage things. I think we were like 0-4. So that's, pretty good considering that. On our free agents, Khalil Herbert, I just don't know if he's worth it. Honestly, we might extend him an offer in the offseason, but not right now. Whitehair, I just feel like we can find somebody else as well. So a center and a running back is what we're really looking at. Sanborn's going to leave. We've got depth there, though. I'm not worried about it. He doesn't want to be here anyways. Rasheem Green, we've got depth. I'm not worried about any of those guys. They're dead to me. Gone. I'm just kidding. We might bring back 1 or 2. Checking the mock draft to see what pick we have. That's going to be big. I did look a little bit, and this corner is very, 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 very good. He is top 5 projected, AAAB. So that's interesting. My guy I wanted was there, the DT, because that's kind of our next needed position. We're all the way at 16, though. Not going to be taking a receiver more than likely. We'll have to look through some more in a minute. We're at 16. Can we move up and take that corner? Is it worth it? Maybe. We can maybe get off of the Jalen Johnson contract if we need to. I don't know. We might consider that. We can see. Really, actually, I'm going to look at that right now. How hard would it be to trade our pick? And that's not what I'm trying to go to. And get to, what was his name? I can't remember. Marquise Turant. There we go. Okay, that's why. How many mock drafts? We got 3 out. We got to get up to at least 3 or 4. Bucks or Saints? Wow, the NFC South is very bad. Jalen Johnson to the Bucks and our pick for that pick, is that possible? We might check. We might check, because if we can do that, that's going to be big. Jalen Johnson actually is pretty much our best player. We do have 2 second-rounders this year. That's going to be big as well. Can maybe throw in one of those picks right here. It was the Bucks and the Saints. The Buccaneers and the Saints. 3. We'll see if we can get to 3. Super easy. If that's that, man. We're taking that corner. Marquise Turant is ours. I mean, I don't have to look at him very long to know how good he is. He's got multiple A's, and yeah, he's going to be a very good player. I'm fine with that already. That is going to be our pick. Nick Chubb. He's somewhat okay with being here. We've got to bring him in. We've got the money. We've got the money. Yeah, that really isn't an option. We got to make sure we get Nick Chubb. Can I give you that much? Will that give us just a hair over? The Broncos are still lead. I'll give you 9.5. This is a crazy running back deal. But I've got to get Nick Chubb. All right, I can't do any more than that. That's too much already. Bakhtiari would be great if he was going to be healthy. If we didn't just get a rookie that's going to be pretty good, we might be interested in Javon Holland. Lots of good, very good players this draft. This free agency, excuse me. We need a center. Mitch Morse is available. David Andrews, Ted Karras. I'm just not really loving anything, though. I might look for one in the draft. I don't know how good they are. We might want to check that here in a second. Let's go look at our team. Honestly, I didn't even get a look at how the development went this offseason. We'll check it out and see what we can do from there. Starting off, Caleb Williams, Marvin Harrison, obviously great players. We're moving him to that. Regression from DJ Moore already. Down a dev trait. Gonna need a running back. Gonna need a center. Pretty bad, actually. Defensively, Laiatu Latu's a star. Cam Smith is a star. Epinesa is up to a star. Okay, we need to get some, defensive line help. We know that. Defensive line help, a corner, which we've got one coming in the draft we're pretty sure of, a center, and maybe just some receiver depth. I think past that, we're fine. I really think that would be about it. I want him to be up a little bit. Yeah, that looks good to me. Let's go see what we can do. First things first, we got to find our center. Looking through these, we've got two good ones right here. I see Connor Thomas and I see Bart Burnett. Bart Burnett's round 2 to 3. He's really late, though. I don't know which one's better at all. I haven't really looked deep into them. I'm just looking at that page. Elite agility, good speed. Not that speed really matters that much for these guys. Awareness is A, pass block power's A. What's his injury? B to D, not bad. Connor Thomas was the other one. Injuries B. Awareness is A. Not as good of a blocker. I can see the blocking differences already. Bart Burnett might be the guy if we can get him. Just got to find him in the draft at the right time. Ends. Let's see. Let's go back up here. Sorry. I don't see anything there that's really shocking. Glenn Bass looks all right. D tackles. Evan Purnell was the guy I did want. Ankrum may not be bad. Dante Robertson. Luke Coffey looks actually pretty good. Blockshed's a B. That's better than them. Yeah, that's not bad. We'll look around. Tarrant is going to be our early pick. He's 6'3", 196. Look at this guy. He's insane. He is actually insane. Great speed. 4.31 speed. Awareness is A. This guy's good. His man coverage and his zone coverage are both A. This is an undebatable pick. We're taking Marquise Tarrant. I don't need anything else. We can move on from here. We know him, and we got to get that center. One of those two centers. So, free agent-wise, don't worry about a center. Don't worry about a corner. Let's go take what we need. We got to get Chubb here. I'm going to have to give him more. I feel like if we get Chubb, that kind of level of playmaker is just going to be different. What do we have to do to be on the top of his list? Is this going to help you? Come on. We're on the top of his list. There we go. I'm taking all the money to have just to put on him. Doing it, getting him there, whatever. We might need to find an end here in the offseason because I just really didn't see a whole lot of great players in the draft, but I'm not going to be super interested in much unless if they're expensive, it's not happening. It's just, this price, the 6 and 7 million, but honestly, Amenahu could be fine. Yeah, he's 5 overalls better than our next player. I'll lower his money, and if he comes, he comes. If he doesn't, he doesn't. It's if you want to be at Chicago, come to Chicago. If you don't, you don't. Yeah, other than that, I think this is pretty good. Bob Spillane. We don't need those guys. Newsom is a free agent, but he wants $10 million a year. Not interested. Holland is really enticing. He really is. That's just a playmaker. A big-time playmaker in that back. But we have that good safety, Connor Smith. I mean, it's a big difference, though. They're 2 years apart. I think it'd be stupid to not offer him at this point. They're 2 years apart, but this guy's tons better. We've got the best offer on him. Let's get out of here before we ruin our money anymore. Holland, Nick Chubb, Amenahu. We got Chubb. We didn't get Holland. I'm okay with that, to be honest, because honestly, I mean, we have the other player. Would it be great to have him? Sure. We could afford it to not have him, though. I'm going to give Bakhtiari a very, very unfair, team-friendly offer that he's not going to like. It's going to be even worse than this because he's old. If he comes to Chicago as well, great. That's about it. That's all he gets. I doubt he is going to come here at all. We'll just check it, though. Nope, didn't get him. We got Chubb, though. We got Nick Chubb. That's huge. Let's just go ahead and get this. I'm so excited to have Nick Chubb on this team. I want the draft to be here now. Let's go. All right, with the first overall pick, we're going to get right into this. First, hopefully nothing changes here. Jeremy Patterson. There should be another quarterback right here, and then we can take our corner. The other one is Clifton Urban. We got our guy. That's all that matters here. We're going to take home Marquise Tarrant. He's going to be great. He's an A-man, A-zone, 94 speed, hidden dev. This guy's great. He's going to be very good. I'm so excited. Him and Nick Chubb added to this team already. This offseason's been great. We got to get our center now. Can we find our guy? I don't really care if he's even available for a while. I'm probably just going to go ahead and take him just because that is the next position we just really need. Jeremy Cheeks. What a great name. Bart Burnett. I think it was him. He had the better blocking ratings. Let me make sure. He's got a good 40 time. Yeah, a lot better blocking ratings. We're going to go ahead with him. Hidden Dev as well. Bart Burnett, welcome to the team. Notre Dame center. Notre Dame players are good. That's what you can tell yourself about that. Everything else doesn't really matter. Can we get some help on this D-line? That's our next move because I don't know. I don't know about the rest of that. Yeah, that was where we were left off. John Barnett. Power moves is an A. That might not be bad. We didn't end up getting... Ooh. First in the 40-yard dash. Great strength. Great jumping. Great change. This is an athlete. A, power moves. B, pursuit. Bad injury. But I might take it. I might risk it. He has top 5 talent. What am I talking about? I didn't even look at that. He has top 5 talent. Okay. John Burnett, welcome to the team. Got him in the late 2nd round. Didn't even notice he was there. I'm pretty sure that's the other guy's number, or what? The Commanders player, Sweat. That threw me off. Okay, this draft has been great so far. He's top 5 talent. That's crazy, man. What else do we have in store? Do I have any Connor Thomas? We don't need him anymore. I mean, I guess we could take them both just for the sake of it. Jeremy Cheeks, catching traffic, could be pretty good. Solid speed, 4.42. Not F release. I'm not interested, buddy. These are interesting here. A speed rusher. Block shed's a C. I like this. Finesse moves for a D tackle and an A. B tackle. Elite jumping. Great speed. He's an athlete. A play rec. B awareness. A finesse moves. We'll take him. 85 strength. We get a guy up in the front just to help out a little bit. We're going to finish this draft, and we're just going to be on our way. I mean, I'm not super... Our offseason's already been so great with the first 3 picks we had and adding Nick Chubb to this offense. We could be well on our way this season. Well on our way. Jeremiah Hurd from Arkansas. Gotta check him out at least. Good speed. D tackle, B pursuit, B block shed. Finesse moves A to C. Power moves. Where am I at? I don't see it at all. C. We'll take him. Edge help can never hurt. I don't care. I'm not really looking anymore. I'm already so ready to see what these other players are. I'm too excited right now for this. Come on. I'm not going to just let it finish. I want to at least take the picks myself. But this might be the last pick y'all see. I might just move on myself from here and get going. Vince Goodwill, Clemson. F finesse moves, not great. But is he strong at least? Power moves a C? No. All right. Tyler Bowe, he's got A to C zone coverage. That's pretty good. F tackle isn't great, but A zone cover or A to F, whatever. Hit power's a B, pursuit's a C. Just not a whole lot of great anything here. Is there any receiver that might be interesting? No. Tight end Jason Walters out of Oklahoma. Great speed for a tight end. A injury, that's always good. A break tackle, why not? Jason Walters, welcome to the team, bud. Pretty good speed. We've got 2 speedy tight ends after Cole Kmet, so that's not bad. And I'm going to finish this draft on my own. I'll see y'all in a sec. Opening up the draft recap, and Marquise Turan is an 82 overall. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. He's going to be so good. Burnett and Barnett. Barnett. 76, 73. Starting players. Caleb McLean, good depth. Didn't have a great draft after that. Did get a 94 speed running back. The tight end is, he's a 3rd tight end. That's fine. Overall, these 4, adding in Bernard as a depth player, that's great. This player, he's going to be so good. I'm so incredibly excited to find out what his dev trade is. If it's star, I'm going to be so disappointed, but he could be very, very, very good. Let's just check the rest of the draft. Did we, 82's high. Did we get the best player? All rounds. Oh, yeah. By a wide margin. By a very wide margin. Yeah, that's great. The quarterbacks stank. 72, 71. Not going to be good for them. Glenn Bass was decent. Weatherspoon, cool. All right, we got the best player by a 4 overall margin. We're moving on. All right, so just dropping in to let you see the roster real quick. Caleb Williams, Marvin Harrison, Nick Chubb, obviously. Brendan Rice going to be our third receiver this year over Justin Ross. I just want him to develop more. What's going on here? Darnell Wright's hurt. Didn't know that. Yeah, let's check in on that real quick. Didn't see that at all. He's out 1 week. It's fine. Right tackle will suck for a week, but we'll live. We'll live. Defensively, Barnett's here. McLean, the rookies here at second position. Our third overall pick this season up there. Obviously, we've got a good defense developing. Can we just win some games? Let's get right into this, and I'll stop anytime I see something important for y'all. At our Week 7 bye, we are 3-3. This is not really where we want to be at all, honestly. We're going to check out our lineup to see if Marquise Durant and the other rookies have their dev traits yet. Not on Barnett yet. Why is he not the wide receiver one? I swear I've moved him there like 10 times. And I have that setting off, whatever. It doesn't change crap or whatever. I don't know what it is. Marquise Durant is an X factor. What kind of X factor? He's got shut down. He's going to be so good. We traded Jalen Johnson, who was a bit better, but now he's already irrelevant. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so good. Barnett is a 79 star. Latu's up to an 82. Smith's an 85. Tyree Stevenson's almost an 80 overall. This is going to be a very good defensive unit. It's just the offense has to score points, and I don't know if we've been doing that particularly well. Offensive points per game, we're 26th. The offensive yards, though, we're not bad. It's just we haven't scored. Defensive, we're 4th on the points per game, 13th in yards per game passing, and 4th in rushing yards per game. I don't know why we're so bad, but it shouldn't be a thing. I don't know. Either way, yeah, let's go ahead and continue on. I might look at the trade deadline, see if we maybe find a star player that we can go for, but I don't really know what we need at this point. Maybe, I mean, we don't need a receiver. We don't need a running back. We have the quarterback. Is there a tackle maybe that we can get to maybe just secure the line a bit better? That would be maybe an answer, but I just don't really know if that's that important. I'll check around, and if I find anything, I'll let you know. Big time trade. We're getting rid of Montez Sweat and Kyler Gordon to go get Rashawn Gary. We also have to throw in a first there. But, yeah, this will be good for us. It is an interdivision trade, but whatever. Did not start very well. We have recovered a little bit. Caleb Williams gets a breakout game. This will just be, a lot of XP if he gets this, and that will be good to his development at least. Beat the Steelers last week, 21-14. Now we play a division rival. Have lost to them already. I think lost to them already this season. I don't really remember. But we do have more breaking news. Very helpful in this. I'll get there in just 1 second. Tyree Stevenson up to an 80 overall, playing up to an 82. Bart Burnett, going to get an upgrade right here. Gets himself to a 75 overall, technically, playing to a 76. Is superstar dev. Has abilities. Let's see. Nasty streak. Yeah, he's going to be very helpful. That's a huge gain for our offensive line. And that's just, another great player we have on our team in this draft class. 3 really, really impactful players. Bart Burnett and, what's his name? And the corner. Bart Burnett, Barnett, and the corner. Sorry, I might have said that a little strange. Either way. We have some things to stop and do here. We've got a lot of negotiations. Part of the reason I traded Kyler Gordon was because he was going to be off contract this year. But we've got Jaquan Brisker that we need to certainly bring back. Gonna have to pay him a bit so he stays. Good to have you back, buddy. DJ Moore. I don't know if he's entirely worth it, to be honest. He's a 90, but that's a lot of money for a corner who's just a star. But I'll take it. I mean, at this point, if we can get him back, we will. I need to. Braxton Jones. Not a big fan, but at this point, he's going to be good enough to be a starter. And we're going to have to bring him back. Money is quickly dwindling. TJ Edwards is a free agent. Kevin Givens, we might let him walk considering the rookies we've gotten. Nate Davis is probably going to have to be brought back. Other than that, I mean, not a ton here. There are a lot of players, but not value. We're going to accept Darnell Wright's option just because. Maybe actually not, depending on the value of that. But either way, just want to stop in, give you those. I'll move ahead and let you know if anything more important happens. We lose our final game, but end up being 11-6 on the season. Won our division and now are playing a division rival in the very first game. Let's go check out some stats, see how good things were this season. Caleb Williams, 4th in passing yards in the league, 32-5, 67%. A great, what's the word? I just went completely blank. A great increase from last year. That's what I was looking for. Nick Chubb, obviously a good rusher. Are you surprised? Caleb Williams adds another 300 yards on the ground with 2 more touchdowns. Marvin Harrison, A year to set himself apart. 90 catches, 1,200 yards. DJ Moore, almost 1,000 himself. Justin Ross had a great year. Brendan Rice, still not doing good. They keep messing up. I have the thing that like makes you not change your roster, but it's still changing the receivers around for some reason. Sacks. 8.5, 8, 6. We got more this year. More overall. Much better. Interceptions. Tyreek Stevenson, good. Marquise Tarrant, sack 2 overall. Any touchdowns? I want to know if we had any touchdowns. No defensive touchdowns. Forced fumbles, fumble recoveries. Only 1. Not a ton there. Kicking, whatever that is. You know, we're good with all that. Either way, not too bad. Had a really good year overall. 4th offensive yards there you see in the middle. And defensively, 7th, top 10, both sides. This team is coming together very well. Could we win here in this season? Maybe so. I'm not really banking on it, but it's certainly possible. Let's go ahead and, you know, get through these playoff games. Hopefully something good comes out of them, but I'm probably just going to guarantee a win. That's what I'm going to do. We're better than this team anyways. Yeah. I'll probably just do that and call it good. I mean, I think we'll win this game. I really don't see a way we don't. We're going to make some upgrades here for these players. Superstar, like I said, star, shut down. Corner, up there, up top. Maybe Defensive Rookie of the Year. I don't know. I haven't looked at any of those leaders, but I really hope so. That'd be incredible if he was able to do that. Get him a nice XP boost for sure. Moving on, Tyreek Stevenson. Can we get him the slot cheese up 4? Yep, there we go. It actually only went up because of his playing up, whatever it's called, with the morale and all that. But either way, let's see if we win this game. Here in the divisional round, we make it through, beat the Lions in our first game, and now I believe this is a head-to-head matchup between Caleb Williams and Drake May. Yeah, we're definitely leading them over. I'm going to jump into this one and just watch, play the moments, whatever. Not going to actually do it. We're a much better team than them. Obviously, Nick Chubb, Marvin Harrison, Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is playing up to a 98 overall right now. That could be huge for us. At Soldier Field, playing the New York Giants in the divisional round. Massive game. 2 rookies, quarterbacks, came in the same year, in their second year, I believe. I think this is, yes, Drake May. There we go. Caleb Williams does not look a thing like him, but that's okay. Nick Chubb gets out of Cleveland and goes to play in an actual, you know, very good team that could maybe win something. We're going to skip the moment. We're going to skip all the moments, probably. All right, let's not do this. Let's, there we go. We're up 3. Can we hold them? We cannot. But can we match? We're very close to. We're not able to. We got to get this offense moving. Come on. Come on, Caleb. There we go. Finally going up on the scoreboard. This is getting down close here in the very end of this game. I'm just playing the moment so I can change the way this is super simming. It's not going very well at all. Let's see. Jump. We get another touchdown on the board. We might wrap this game up here. They are able to match, though. Can we run some clock out? Punting is the only option here. 3rd and 12. 4th and 1. Are they going to go for it? They kick a field goal to tie the game. I think I'm going to jump in. My first time playing with this team. I'm going to see if I can win us this game. Or lose us this game. You know, who knows? I might do both. A little bit of both. Good blocking, guys. Y'all ran right past him. 3 of you ran right past him. Marvin Harrison having a day. Obviously. I mean, as he should. Got to go ahead and run some of this clock out. We don't want to score too early, obviously. Nick Chubb breaks 1 tackle, but not enough to keep going. A good day from him as well. I don't really like these plays happening right now. Where is Cole Kmet? Hold on. Is Cole Kmet out of this game? He is. ACL sprain, should be out for the game, maybe more. We get the first down with, I believe that was the rookie tight end we got this season. We're going to go to the 2-minute warning. Oh, I did not get that done right whatsoever. We do have all of our timeouts. They have all of their timeouts. Nick Chubb breaks 1 tackle, not able to get back to the line. out. I know there's guys with 3 number 11s on the field. There's a glitch, like I said earlier. We got out of bounds. Okay, I'm glad about that. We're close. There's a glitch, though, where with user-created classes, there's, like, the numbers and the visual is all the same on every player. I just blew that so bad. That was on me. I tried to scramble too early. I didn't even give it a chance. I just went out scrambling. That was all me, and I might have just ruined that. Marvin Harrison cutting across the field. There is no safety up here. Marvin Harrison takes it down to the 27-yard line. Massive play for this offense. Gets them back into scoring range. That might have just called game. Marvin Harrison might have just called game. Keep going. Make them waste their timeouts. Run a little bit more clock. Get a first down here in this game. I mean, other than the scoring, it's over. Go, Nick Chubb. Oh, we can't be doing that. That's ridiculous, man. Yeah, they're all going to wear either 11 or 22. All the players are. I don't really like this at all, but I'm going to do it anyways. Giants have wasted all of their timeouts now. We're going to let this clock run a little bit. We are definitely within field goal range. We just have to get it down and, call our timeouts properly and score a field goal. I can't run the ball. I'm like dragged into my own blockers. We're going to go ahead and throw this here. All right, we're going to let this go down pretty low. Go ahead and call our timeout. Let this clock be settled so we're not racing against ourselves here. A perfectly placed kick, putting us up by 3. A sky kick in this game might be over. It just might be all the way over. Can this end it? Drake May, Caleb Williams, head-to-head battle. I believe their first head-to-head battle yet. The game is over. The Bears are making their way to the NFC Championship. We won our first and second playoff games. Caleb Williams did not play nearly as good as Drake May, but that doesn't matter because Drake May is going to sit on his couch. Jumping into the NFC Championship, Bears, Cowboys, a 1980s matchup, I'm sure. Yeah, this should be a good one. Once again, not going to play a ton until maybe the very end, depending on how it goes. Let's go ahead and get into this Super Sim. Jump forward to, we'll go ahead and do change of possession. That way we can see each change of possession. I don't want that to happen. Hold on. Wrong thing. Cowboys take their first drive and score quickly. Bears score also rather quickly. This might be a defensive battle. 3rd and 10, 4th and 2, they punt, touchback. Going into the second quarter. First down, Chicago. Chicago is able to move the ball well right now. They are moving wherever they want to. Touchdown, Chicago. Rashawn Johnson gets in. Is someone hurt? That would be very bad. Nobody's hurt. He must have just got in. Just happened to get in the conference championship when we just have Nick Chubb. Not like we want him to be playing or anything. Moving down the field, the Cowboys are able to tie it up themselves. Moving along quickly. The chunk plays. We're getting massive chunk plays. It seems like every drive. Bears score again. DJ Moore, touchdown from Caleb Williams. Going into halftime, massive plays from the Cowboys. They take a sack to lose in to end that quarter. They take a sack, meaning they didn't score. Massive sack here from Trace McSorley. Oh no. Laitu Latu. Why is McSorley playing? This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. We're out here talking about Trace McSorley in an NFC championship. Punting, up by a touchdown. Got to get a stop. Massive 4th and 10 hold. They kick a field goal. I'm trying to make sure, yeah, Caleb Williams is back in. We have to punt. Going into the third, this is getting kind of close here. Can we hold them to another field goal? We do. Oh, we don't. Tony Pollard gets in. Can we get a score from our Bears? Kick the field goal to tie it up. Massive chunk plays by this Cowboys team. They only get a field goal. It's my time again. We're already so close. We're competing. So if we weren't competing, if we were down by 20, you wouldn't see me playing this. I don't see a reason to play if we're actually getting beat. But this is obviously, our team's playing well enough to contend here. Just like last week, we got to go down. Only this time, it has to be at least a field goal. It can't be anything less. We're going to go ahead and see if we can air this out. Marvin Harrison, see the glitch. They're wearing all the same jersey number. It's very stupid and very annoying. Tried to take a shot on the early down. Did not work out this time. Not a good pass there either. Marvin Harrison with the breakaway. Massive play to get all the way on the other side of the field. We have time to kill once again. Can we make them? They're not gonna call their timeouts because they're up. But can we kill some time off this clock so that way if they get the ball back, well, when they get the ball back, assuming that we score, that they don't absolutely just come all the way back in one play? Come on. The center gets us a major block. Burt Burnett is what it is, excuse me. We're just going to keep chugging ahead and hoping for the best. Maybe we can get in the end zone on one of these next couple plays. Gets a first down. 40 seconds remain. Running the same exact play over again to see if we can punch this one in. Almost gets in. We're going to hurry up here. Kolkmet for the touchdown with only 20 seconds remaining. Massive play. We're going to go back to the Super Sim, hit the PAT, kickoff, and now it's time for some defense. Rashawn Gary gets home for a 9-yard sack. This is huge. Oh, man, this is incredibly pressure. Oh, so much pressure here. Come on. Dak just throws it away. The choker, Dak Prescott. Incredible. We might be able to make our Super Bowl run in year 3, 2, whatever. It's the second year after the current. Lets up a big play. Got to get him out. 5 seconds remain. This is pretty much the last play of the game. From the middle of the field. Dak with pressure. Heaves one into the end zone. Broken up. Your Bears win in clutch time. I got to get out of this game. I got to take a break. Caleb Williams, 81% completion, 3 touchdowns. Just absolutely demolished the Cowboys. Just put them all to sleep. Just absolutely killed them. This team is going to the Super Bowl. I mean, I can't say I'm that shocked, considering we brought in great rookies, a great running back. I mean, we've had 2 years of Marvin Harrison Jr. and 2 years of Caleb Williams. We should be well on our way to a Super Bowl appearance. We do have an injury. Tremaine Edmonds, AJ Epinesa, Laitu Latu, major Achilles tear, out 40 weeks. I don't even know if he'll be back before the start of the next season, but that may not matter for this video if we go to win a Super Bowl. Imagine it's like 2017 and you tell someone the Super Bowl is going to be the Bears and the Jaguars. Jaguars 15-2, but we are the much better team. Just look at the ratings. An 89 overall offense, an 87 defense, and their defense is pretty good, but the AFC must have just stunk. Let's go ahead and check out the playout bracket to see what's played out so far. Jaguars started off as the 1 seed, beat the Ravens, then beat the Raiders in their playoffs. Interesting, the Raiders have been so good. I need to check out their roster, I guess, as to why that's been happening. They must have gotten a good quarterback or something. Yearly awards, we may have something here. Mahomes gets MVP. Doug Peterson, Coach of the Year. We are the NFC, excuse me. Miss out on Offensive Player of the Year. Don't get any chance of a defensive player. No offensive rookies. No defensive rookies except for John Barnett there. Caleb Williams gets second best QB. Nick Chubb's up there. Just trying to see where we land. Marvin Harrison is up there. I mean, they're all up there, but we don't win anything. But we don't care because we might have a Super Bowl to claim anyways. Let's get into this game. Going ahead, starting this game off, we get a 3-point lead to start. Giving the ball back to the... Oh, we get the ball back somehow and score a touchdown. Taking a 10-point lead early, Jacksonville claims a big touchdown to put themselves right back into this game. A massive punt. That was incredible. 4th and 5. They're going to have to punt themselves. We return it. Can we just keep the scoring up? We get a touchdown. Caleb Williams to DJ Moore. Take a 10-point lead by the first quarter. Another punt by them. Trying to kind of see what happens here. 2nd and goal. 3rd and goal. 3 points. 13-point lead. About to head into halftime here. At the halftime point of this Super Bowl, we're up by 9. Unless, wow, we didn't go for the 3 points. We tried to get more. We're up by 9. They score, putting themselves down by only 2. Caleb Williams, it is your time to shine, buddy. Go ahead and do something here. Get yourself up right back by 9 again. We got to move along. Put it in the end zone one more time. Taking a big lead out of this game. Can we get another score? At 3 points put on the board. Jaguars rally back for a touchdown. We go forward ahead and win ourselves a Super Bowl in year 2. Caleb Williams likely claims the Super Bowl MVP unless something crazy happened. Check out our statistics. 400 yards from your truly Caleb Williams. 4 touchdowns. A massive, massive game. 77% completion. No interceptions. Yeah, he won. Receiving, Marvin Harrison, a great game. Brendan Rice had a great game, just like his father did in so many Super Bowls. Defensively, we must have had a few. Marquise Tarrant, our rookie corner, makes a play in the Super Bowl to win himself also a ring. This has been a great franchise, quick 2-year turnaround for the Bears. All you got to do is draft Caleb Williams, Marvin Harrison, and things will turn out okay for you Bears fans. Either way, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment, a like, and a subscribe to my channel. I'm doing a jersey giveaway as soon as I hit 1,000 subs. So, that'd be very helpful. Marquise Tarrant is going to go up another overall. I might actually keep playing this franchise. This one has been incredibly good in terms of team building. Rather realistic at that, too. Tons of staff points from that Super Bowl win. Massive, massive season. Let's go ahead and look at our overview before we end this video. Here we are going into next week. It'll show us here 2025 season recap. Caleb Williams claims his Super Bowl MVP. Bears don't win anything else other than the Super Bowl, but that's all that matters. Either way, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.